Hello and welcome to Tarot by the Moon. Tash here at Tarot by the Moon. Hello everyone, welcome. I'm back after a short break. Haven't been very well, so thank you for bearing with me and being patient. I've been fighting off a kidney infection. I've been rather ill, so the actual last starseed reading had gone missing, so apologies for that. I'm back now. I'm going to start from tarot, okay my loves, I'm going to start from there. And I'll explain to you why, because there's more readings coming to Tarot by the Moon. I've had a brainwave during my downtime, during my recuperation, during my Four of Swords time that I've been recovering from the illness. I've had a bit of a epiphany and a bit of a brainwave, and that is to bring more content to the channel and a way to do that. So what I'll be doing starting today, hopefully I'm going to get it done today anyway, is I'm going to continue with the general tarot reading, continue with the starseed reading, and then week by week, so 1 week out of every 4, I'm going to cover a group of signs, one of the elements. So I'm going to start with air, okay, and I'm starting now while we're in the new moon, okay. So the new moon energy is going to be air, so that's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, okay my loves. So if you fall under the sign Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, that'll be specific readings for air signs or anywhere that you have air in your chart, okay, and so on will go as the month goes on, as the moon goes on. Quite exciting. So I'm going to do it in groups like that. So then the following week, next week, we'll have water signs. We'll have Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, yeah, and I'll do them all together in one reading, yeah. Anywhere that you have water in charts going to come out there, and then the following one will be the fire signs, and by the time of the full moon will be on the earth signs, okay. So that's the plan. Let's see how it goes. It's just a general idea I had. I don't want to get into this habit of doing every single star sign and doing, I'm not ready for that, and I never really wanted to go down that road anyway. I always wanted to create something a bit more different. That's why this channel is so different. But I have thought, because people have asked me for more specific readings and without sort of over extending my own time limits and things like that at the minute that I've got, that I can present it to you that way. So I hope that makes sense, and I hope you're excited about it. I'm excited about it. I would love nothing more than to just make videos for this channel all the time and for that to be paying my wage. Unfortunately, I cannot do that. I'm simply not getting the subscribes. I'm simply not getting the likes, the shares and the feedback that I need to be able to put more content on. I'll be pushing it to a limit there, really, if I'm honest, because obviously I've got to make my way in the world. I've got to pay my way, and so I have to find various other ways of bringing money in, and that means I have to find a lot more time, okay my loves, and that takes me away from the channel. So I hope you understand, and I hope you continue to give me support, my loves, okay. I'm going to go in now with our, so we're in the waxing crescent, okay. We're in Sagittarius season, beautiful Sagittarius season. So by now we should be clear about what our intentions are, and we should be setting firm intentions to manifest over the next month, okay, or bring into our lives. So by now we should be clear about all of that. We're in that waxing crescent. Now today is an interesting day astrologically. Now we are in a Mercury opposite Mars, sorry. Okay, Mercury being the planet of communication. So that's opposite Mars. Mars is very fiery, very temperamental, very forthright. It's associated with warlike tendencies. Not to be scared of that, but I suppose in a sense that can be quite challenging, because that does bring out areas where there feels like there's conflict, let's put it like that, yeah. So the communication's opposite the conflict. So what that means for us on the ground, you may receive an out of the ordinary offer. Someone may behave unpredictably, but avoid taking it personally. The moon is actually in Aquarius today. So the moon is in Aquarius, you're in the sign of Sag. So that's all still like that, what I talked about last time, new. new adventures, new energy. Let's get going. Let's do something amazing. Another thing I wanted to talk about with Sag was the Archer. And I was thinking about it the other day, and it's got that energy of being able to affect something from a distance. When you think of an archer, they're all the way up you and they're pulling back and the target's way off in the distance, yeah. And it's like, there's that energy with Sag, and I thought it's important to bring it in at the beginning of the month. Here's Mr. Milo, in case you didn't know, this is my dog, let Mr. Milo. Hello, beautiful. You can affect things from a distance. So now it's time to take aim. We're still in that new moon. We're still in that new moon crescent. Okay, we're just waxing. We're just getting bigger. We're just, bringing that energy closer. So now is the time to really aim. We should know what we're aiming on by now. Okay, last week might still have been a little bit confused. We're changing seasons. We were changing moon energy. But that this week we should know what our target is, okay? And that could be something that feels like it's quite way off, I want to say, with Sagittarius. It might feel like it's something that like you're not going to achieve for a while yet in fullness, or that's like physically distant from you even. There's some kind of distance involved. I hope that makes sense. But you're more than capable when you utilise the Sagittarius energy that we're in right now, and it's available to us all, whether you have Sag in your chart or no. You're quite capable of hitting a target that seems quite a way off. It seems perhaps at another time you might have looked at it and gone, that's too far away, that's too much, I can't think that long distance, I can't see that far ahead or whatever. Now you can. So have a little think, okay? Bring that focus in, that focus of the Archer, and take aim, my loves, because it's more than achievable right now for you, okay? I hope that makes sense. Bear in mind, somebody might behave very unpredictably. It might be you. Even you might find yourself behaving very out of character. Bear in mind that the Mars is opposite Mercury. Love this little diary by Patsy Bennett. It's a absolute gem. It's got me through the astrological year in simple, easy terms. I recommend it. Absolutely wonderful stuff. Okay, so let's go in, my loves. So this is Tarot by the Moon, in case anybody hasn't watched before. This is a collective reading. You don't need to be any particular star sign. Okay, I'll talk you through it as we go through. Please hit the thumbs up if you're enjoying. Please hit the thumb. Please give me a subscribe if you haven't already, and please leave me comments in the box below. Please do not offer I'll start that again. Please do not take I'll start that again. Please do not give money away to anyone who is posing as me on for a reading or whatever. I do not approach people and ask them if they want tarot readings. I do not approach people and then tell them that their ancestors are chatting to me or anything of the kind, okay? If you want a personal reading with me, that would be absolutely wonderful, and I would be over the moon to provide that for you. And you can reach me in the email address linked below. And I will set that up with you personally, and you'll know it's me, okay? So please don't, just be careful and protect yourselves of scammers, my loves, okay? So all that being said, my darlings, let's go in with the reading. So I'm just going to call in the highest vibration of love and only love today into this reading for ourselves, for the planet we live on, for all of the wonderful species, plant life, animal life, and other that we share this gorgeous planet with. Nothing but radical compassion and love. For anyone else who comes into your reading today, nothing but radical compassion and love. For all of the ancestors, guides, star ancestors, interdimensional beings that make these readings possible and oversee these readings, nothing but the highest vibration of radical compassion and love. And so it is. So it is, and so it is. Okay, that noise you can hear is just Mr. Milo having a little wash there, a little intimate wash, as dogs do. Apologies for that, Mr. Milo. I know. Oh, he's feeling extra loving. You feeling extra loving? Yeah, you are, I know. Okay, let's go in, my darling. So, excuse me, a little, feeling a very light-hearted energy. We're right at the end of November. If you're a very Christmassy person, I'm feeling in the collective that people are getting quite excited about Christmas this year, in spite of the difficult times, in spite of the penny pinching and the belt tightening that's surely going on for the majority of people. I feel like people are learning to just be in the joy of the moment, to go with the flow, to be grateful for what they have, even though that might be quite little. The big expensive presents are not important this year. I feel like more and more people are waking up to that. Getting into debt is really not a good idea. It's put some joy in your heart. Put some joy in your heart that's always in your heart. You know, at Christmas time or at any time, I want to say. Difficult time for a lot of people also. If you are feeling like you're in difficult times, very difficult if you've lost somebody close to you. Okay. If you're struggling financially, desperately, and a lot of families with young children at the minute. I was listening to the radio the other day and they were saying a lot of families this year are actually cancelling buying gifts for their children, and it's so sad. And I'm sure you've lovely people have heard about it, there's a campaign going to do sort of like a food bank but like a toy bank to buy a gift and leave it at your local pickup point, and make sure no kid goes without this Christmas. And I thought, do you know what, I don't believe, I haven't checked into it thoroughly, but I don't believe anyone's making money out of that, because I know a lot of these charities, you know, there is corruption. And I thought absolutely wonderful. But if failing that, or if you don't trust that system, if you just took a look around your own street, in your own block, I mean, obviously outside of your close family or whatever who you would normally buy for, have a little look about. There might be somebody you've never even spoke to, but if you know, you never know, they might be really grateful of that extra gift wrapped up for their child this year. So let's not worry about all of that. Let's just make sure the children are happy, because they've been through a tough time as well in recent years. Can you imagine being a COVID kid, you know, or a COVID baby, or a COVID teenager? I can't imagine anything worse. I cannot imagine anything worse. We complain in our generation and everything, but to be honest with you, I feel like we've been relatively lucky. So there we go, my loves. That's what I'm picking up on anyway. So let's go in with a reading. Now, I'm using Harmonious Tarot. I love this tarot set. This Harmonious Tarot set is one of my new favourites. I absolutely love it. And weirdly, I've always been drawn to it. So how I do this reading, in case you haven't watched before, it's in 4 sections and they represent the elements. The first one is air, and that represents our thought processes and mental health and all of that. The next one is water, and that represents our heart, our feelings and our emotional states. The third one represents our fire, our passion, creativity, willpower and drive. And the fourth one represents air. That's our way sort of manifesting what all of this is bringing through for us, filtering through for us in the day-to-day, my love. So that's how I do it. It's for everyone. You may find the messages really, really resonate with you on a personal level, and we might see how they relate to the whole collective. What we're healing on our personal day-to-day is what we're also healing for the collective and for the world, okay? Do not underestimate the power of your own healing, my loves, okay? So let's go in. Really happy to see nice strong energy straight away. It's called the Wheel, okay? It's simply called the Wheel. Now again, I'm exploring this new tarot set with you, my loves. So how fabulous. Let's have a little closer look at that. Obviously it's the Wheel of Fortune, yeah, also known as the Wheel of Fortune. Now, divine timing. Okay, this has come up in our area of mental health, okay, of air. I want to say divine timing is at play. We're learning to trust. We're learning to let go of our mind, trying to control everything and trying to control every little, control outcomes, control the ending, control events as they go certain ways, manipulation. We're letting go of that, and we're allowing divine timing to come in. We're trusting that flow. I'm just being really drawn to the way that bluebell plant, I love a bluebell, always makes me think of fairies and springtime, which, you know, we think we're in the thick of winter. We are in the thick of winter, really. January, I always think, is more like the thick of winter, mind, especially when you live here. But when you think about it, right, the winter solstice is in 2 weeks' time, just over 2 weeks' time. All right, and after that, it starts to get lighter a little bit at a time. So spring's not that far away, really, when you think of it in those terms. When I think of it in those terms, it tends to help the winter feel less harsh, if that makes sense. Little fact worth remembering. I want to say everything's going to be okay. I'm getting this very angelic energy with this card. This little Cupid, the way he's looking up at that lady there, she's looking like she's been quite concerned about something, quite pensive even in her body language there. And this little cherub sort of come in, and it's like, everything's going to be okay, my loves. And I feel like there's some time in here to do with the springtime. I wouldn't be so fascinated by these bluebell plants otherwise. And I do believe that the bluebell comes out in around about April. Okay, so literally 3 months from now, I feel like there's something coming in divine timing that you're going to start to see the beginnings of, that you're going to start to see the sort of trust the movement of now. And this is where you've removed all the blocks in your mind from as well. And you're going to come and see it blossom by the springtime, I want to say. Sounds weird. The wheel. Just the wheel. Also, of course, the wheel. Yule. This has just been given me now. A little factoid. Many of you will know, but I'm just being asked to remind you all of it and go with this flow at the minute. Yule is another word we use for Christmas, okay? It comes from the pagan Nordic people, and it actually means wheel, as in the wheel of the year, okay? Now, that's what I'm being shown now, Yule as in the wheel of the year. Alright, so we round another wheel of the year, Yule. So this is a super Christmassy reading. I love it already. Okay, we're getting wound up for Christmas there. So for some people, I feel like this is something that we're sort of trying to manifest by Christmas, and we're learning to just trust in miracles, because I've got angel there as well. Trust in miracles, trust in magic, trust in your guides, trust in just the magic of the season. Let go of trying to force outcomes. Now, on Christmas, people do get quite up in their heads about forcing outcomes. I'm sure you'll all agree, and we've all been there, okay? And we've all learnt the hard way about that, about forcing who's going where for Christmas dinner, or who's getting what spent on, all of that sort of nonsense. Let go of it, okay? If you want a lovely Christmas, let go of all of that. Just don't even worry about it. Just let it be what it's going to be. Do the best you can with what you got. Don't overthink it, all right? And you're going to have an absolutely lovely Christmas, is what I'm being shown here for somebody. Somebody else, I see that this is something that is getting emotion now, but by spring is going to be fully in blossom. That could be anything. That could be a project, relationship. Who knows? Let's see if more comes out as the reading goes along. Next one coming up in the area of our heart chakra, our emotions, our feels. Okay, we've got Five of Swords energies, my love. Now this Five of Swords is a little bit different. Again, now let me see what's going on. Let me first of all show it to you, beautifuls. Now, Five of Swords kept coming up for us, if you remember. We've only had a short break from it, in fact. It's been a strong energy that we've had to deal with a lot in the last year. It's not the most pleasant energy, but it's not the worst energy either, okay? I mean, it's a 5, it's not a 10, okay? And yeah, there's swords, but you know what? Very often the message of the Five of Swords is that we stay in our peace, that we recognise that there's conflict all around us, okay? That we recognise that people have got, and it's very typical of the run up to Christmas as well. It's a warning, you know, of everyone's got their own agenda. Everyone's trying to make their idea of Christmas magic is happen. Yeah? And we all do it. We all get carried away with it. Everyone's pushing their own agenda. Everybody's got their own game on. And there tends to be a clash at some point. A clash of interests, a clash of ego, a difference of interests, etc. Okay? Now what I'm seeing here is... This is an interesting card. It's got that windmill in the background. Now, I'm not quite sure this guy sat down and they're both climbing over one of those sort of, I can't think what they're called, stepping gates that you see in the countryside, yeah? We've got lots of them around here. One guy sat down, one guy's climbing over. Okay, he's got that knapsack on his back. I feel like one person wants to move forward and is like, come on, yeah, let's go, let's get up that path. Destination windmill. We're having our picnic up there. But this guy is saying, I'm happy here. I don't want to, I'm fed up. I don't want to walk all the way up to the windmill. I'm quite happy for us to have a picnic here. That's what I'm getting from this imagery. And I've never looked at this properly before, only very briefly. Conflict of interests. Conflict of interests, okay? Stay in your peace. Drop the ego, okay? If you feel yourself getting in one of those situations, always drop into your heart breath, okay? Do the 3 deep breaths. Drop into your heart. Let the ego go. Let it be resolved without you if necessary, okay? If necessary, go your own way. Do your own thing. It's fine. It's not the end of the world if one of you wants to go up there and one of you wants to stay down here. If one of you wants to do something different to the other one, it's not the end of the world. You don't have to fall out permanently over it or anything, you know. It's just sometimes people want different things, and that's absolutely fine. It doesn't need to turn into it doesn't need to spiral into a hullabaloo sort of environment. Excuse me, I've got to get Mr. Milo because he's displaying babies. I've got a minute. Mr. Milo. Come on. Okay. Come here. He's very attentive. He's getting older, our Mr. Milo, and we've noticed lately, haven't we, my love, that he can't jump around like he used to, because he spent his lifetime, and he's 9 years old now, and he's spent his lifetime, like most Russells, throwing himself around off couches, across rooms, over the backs of settees, and what have you, quite violently. Every little knock or noise outside or whatever, as Russells are prone to do, okay? And lately we've noticed just general wear and tear on him. He struggles sometimes these days, especially once the winter months come in, just to jump up on the bed now. He has to have a little bit of help sometimes. And it's made him a little bit more clingy to me, I've got to be honest. Last night, I know I'm going off the subject now, sorry, I'll get back to the reading in a minute. Last night he, I know many of you will be concerned about the dog as well because you're lovely people. We had a bit of a rough night where, didn't we, my love? He was on the bed, he was off the bed, he was on the bed, he was off the bed, he didn't know what to do with himself. And of course every time he gets off the bed he has to give me a low bark, a little whoop to wake me up. And I have to lift him back onto the bed, so I ended up giving him some he's got some medicine, he's got some mild anti-inflammatory, okay, and he's on extra vitamins for his joints and things like that. He's just getting a little bit older now, and it's just the wear and tear of being a Jack Russell all of his life. So he's looking for extra attention from me today. That's why I'm telling you this, okay, my loves. There we are, and you can see he's feeling lovely, really. He's gentle, he's eating his breakfast, he's had a big walk this morning, he's got a lovely wet nose. So he's absolutely fine. He's just adjusting to getting older, I think, for him. Isn't it, my darling? Yeah, there you go. Can I go on with the reading now? Yeah, that's good. Miss Milo sends his love to you all, and his love is king. Let me tell you now, in the words of Sade, his love is king. Now, 10 of Wands, eh? Alright. Coming up in our area of fire, my loves. Okay, we've been carrying burdens for far too long, and those burdens may be, coming back to the 5 of Swords, people pleasing, alright? Getting caught up in everybody's agenda, trying to make things work, trying to make everything right. This is the danger at Christmas, and it sounds like a general thing for me to say, but it is literally what I'm seeing, and it is why I'm here, is to take care of you, to help you to take care of yourself, as we come into these different seasons and phases of life, okay? And I mean, this is typical of Christmas, of course it is, but we got a chance to do things differently. We're in a new energy now. We're in Aquarius. We're in the 5th dimension, my loves, and we've got a chance to do things differently, okay? So yeah, this has been shown to me, and it's very atypical Christmas energy that I'm seeing. But this reading is a chance for us to see how we can behave differently, how we can maneuver things differently, and how we can ultimately bring in a different vibration at this special time of year. And it is a special time of year. Whatever your feelings on Christianity are, or Saturnalia, all of that, really, it's a special time of year. Keep it simple. And I'll tell you why it's a special time of year. It's got a special energy to it. People are happier for whatever reason. You might say, oh, well, they're really misguided. It's not even Jesus' birth. And you might want to get into all of that. Fine, whatever. If people are happier and their hearts are more open and they're more prone to engage with unity and charity, okay, I don't really care how they got there. I'm all for that. That's an energy that we want to maximise and harness, if that makes sense. There's a lot of light. There's a lot of more open-heartedness. So let's just look at that side of it. We could get caught up in this and that of it, and it is all very fascinating, and it is all valid and not at the same time in my mind. But oh, okay, love. What was that? Little dance step again. You okay? Do you want to go up in the bed? Shall I put you on the bed? Do you want to lift up there? Should I put you up? No, you don't. You just playing silly buggers. He is for attention. Come here. Not much wrong with him. I tell you, if the postman knocked the door, you'll see there's not much wrong with him. He will fly. And then it'll be a bit sore. Yeah, that's the way he is. Okay, I know. So, 10 of Wands coming up in fire. This is what I worry about. 10 of Wands is carrying too many burdens. 10 of Wands is feeling really, really tired, really at the breaking point. And it's in fire. It's come up in the area of fire. Yeah. This is what I mean about this reading. You've had the 5 of Swords come up in our emotions, okay? So that might be too many people got too many different ideas of how this holiday season is meant to pan out, okay? And some of them might be so conflicting they're absolutely not even workable with each other, as we can see from that image there. Fine. And then you're carrying this burden, and then this is spilling over into fire. You see what I'm saying? Burdens, carrying too much, trying to please everyone, trying to get everything done. You know in your mind that if you let go of a lot of those burdens and just trust in the divine, as we've seen there in the original energy that came out, it's going to work out. Don't allow your emotions and your fire, your passion, okay, to escalate into this 5 of Swords, 10 of Wands. Be very careful, my loves, okay? Because I feel like it will. It's going on. It's part of the season. It's part of how it tests us. It's part of how it tests us and shows us how we can be different and how we can learn from that, okay? And put those burdens down. One thing I will say is there's an opportunity here to put those burdens down. Let me take a look at this lovely 10 of Wands. Oh, it looks like Castle Coch. Look, for my Welsh viewers, or for anyone who's visited Castle Coch in South Wales, indeed. Does that not look like Castle Coch in the distance? Okay. They're nearly there, aren't they? That feels like a celebration as well, just because it's Castle Coch and people tend to have like fancy do's and weddings and what have you in there. And I just feel like these two characters here in the front of the card, they're nearly there, you know. They've nearly swept up. They've got a basket full of stuff. It's like we've done it. We've gathered our little harvest together, whatever they've got in their basket, and all we need to do, they've swept up. It's like she putting that broom down there. She's gone, you know, let's just make our way up to the castle. Let's just get up there and enjoy ourselves. Let's put these burdens down, burdens of trying to please everyone, burden of trying to push your own agenda too fiercely, too aggressively, burden of worrying if you've offended somebody because you've got to do things a different way because you can't please everyone. It's impossible to get around. When a family is feuding, and we all know this, when a family isn't getting along well and it's Christmas time, you can't visit everyone in one day. It's not your fault if they're not all talking. You know, I'm getting that energy here, and I relate to that. You can't get around them all in one day. They're not talking, it's not your fault, I'm getting that. They're all not talking. They're all slagging each other off, slander you as well, 5 of Swords, be careful. Don't get involved in it, stay in your beautiful grounded energy, do what's best for you. At the end of the day, if you get stuck in a situation where you think, I don't know what to do for the best, if I go and visit them, I won't have time for that. If I go and visit them, they'll be offended and I won't have time for that. If it's one of those situations, stop, drop into your heart energy, do your deep breaths, okay? Have an afternoon off or whatever from even thinking about it, and then come back and ask what the answer is and take it from what would be best for you. It's the only way to do it because you're not going to be able to please everybody, so just do the one that's best for you, okay? Whatever that might be, my loves, okay? And it'll be the right thing, it'll be the best thing. It might not be the perfect thing, it might not make everybody happy. Oh, that's the way it goes. But the more we can sort of let go and trust in the divine timing and trust that everything's going to be alright and stop sort of trying to control the outcomes, the better it's going to be. Just go with what's best for you, alright? And don't stress the rest of it, and that's the best possible run up to Christmas that we can have is what I'm seeing here. Okay, Queen of Wands coming up in the area of Earth. That's a beautiful Queen of Wands. Very, very beautiful. Just taking a closer look at it, my love. Just been asked to take a closer look at it. Okay, now with the Queen of Wands, she's very bold, she's very assertive, she's very magnetic, very attractive, very creative, very, very creative, sorceress type vibes. Okay, this is how we're going to be feeling by the Christmas season if we focus our intentions now. Focus our intentions on letting go of control, right? Watching where we're being overly controlling. Okay, the Queen of Wands doesn't need to be controlling. She doesn't need to be a control freak. She's just magnetic, okay? She just stays in her power. She stays in her positive, loving vibration where her intention is nothing but to bring love, joy and peace to this world, okay? To bring love, joy and peace to her family and friends, to bring love, joy and peace to herself. And it starts with herself, okay? So not in a selfish, egotistical way at all, but in a, as we've discussed, a way of sizing it all up, the Christmas options, the Christmas sort of options this year, and starting from the self. Starting from the self as this beautiful Queen word, and everything will work out as best it possibly can. And by Christmas time, you'll be sitting as pretty and as comfortable and as relaxed and serene as this beautiful Queen. Okay, she said confidently. That's another thing, she's very confident. There's an aura of confidence about the Queen of Wands, because there's going to be people who are not happy, there's going to be people who are miserable, there's going to be people who are unsatisfied or whinging or bitching around you. There's going to be, definitely, we've got 5 swords there, there's going to be, okay my loves, it's unavoidable, but that doesn't mean you have to be. That doesn't mean you have to be. If you know that your intentions were pure right from the get-go and you didn't allow yourself to become overly controlling or overly people-pleasing by the other end of the scale either, and that you just acted out of purity, then you'll have nothing but a good vibe around you when the time comes, and that good vibe will be of benefit to everyone around you and your family and friends, and also by extension to the whole of humanity. I hope this makes sense. It's a beautiful run up to Christmas vibe here. Do you know what I can smell? And I'm burning just an Agchampa incense there, okay? But I can actually smell like a marzipan smell, and it's such an intrinsic part of Christmas, marzipan, that almondy, cakey, icing sort of smell. and it's not a candle or anything like that I've got. Like I said, I've got the nag shampoo, and actually the candle that I'm burning is from the autumn ones. It's a I'll show you what candles I've got. They're the ones my local supermarkets. They're these ones, and that's apple and cinnamon. So apple and cinnamon, very seasonal obviously, but it's nothing like that sort of almondy marzipan vanilla smell. I'm sure you'll agree, but that's what I can smell all the way through this reading. It's sort of that Christmassy, angelic, sweet smell. Okay, so that's been wafting at me. So maybe somebody, as they're watching this, is working with marzipan or making something marzipan, or you've got something, a candle burning that smells like that, or you're eating some marzipan, or there's something to do with that sort of almondy, sweet, soft white icing, soft marzipan, sort of Christmassy smell going on, my loves. I hope that makes sense, and I hope that resonates with somebody. I'm sure it does. Okay, I'm going to clarify, and I'm going to clarify with the Thelema deck. Okay, now it is called Thelema. It's nothing to do with Aleister Crowley's Church of Thelema. Not that there'd be anything wrong if it was. Just simply to clarify for you, this is just a deck of cards. It's been called the Thelema deck because the ancient Greek word Thelema actually means intention. Okay, so funny enough, we're in the new moon, and it's still all about setting our intentions. So I didn't think of that when I chose it either, or when it decided it was coming in. So that kind of makes sense. So let's see what's coming. It's got beautiful imagery, fairy tale like imagery on these. What's coming up to clarify the wheel on the book for people in this reading. On this blessed waxing crescent in Sagittarius, on a run up to you 2022. Please come back, clarifier. Several. I've got just take the top one. Okay, oh, there they are. We've got 4. Okay. Okay, 4. Perfect. Thank you, Spirit, for that. Okay. Now, the first one we've got coming up, Death. Beautiful Death card. Look at that. Another new set that I'm exploring with you guys. Wow, how gorgeous, how ethereal is that image. Death to clarify the Wheel of Fortune. Next one coming up, 7 of Cups, to clarify that 5 of Swords. Sorry, beautiful imagery again. Something quite Christmassy about that, actually. I'll come back to that. 10 of Swords in reverse to clarify 10 of Wands. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting indeed. Okay. And then we've got the Temperance. Perfect. To actually gorgeous I love the Temperance energy. Absolutely one of my favourite cards of the tarot. Temperance to clarify our Queen of Rods, which couldn't be more perfect because obviously Temperance also represents Sagittarius. So thank you for that confirmation, Spirit, which is the season that we're in. And it Sagittarian being a fire sign, which would also be a Queen of Rods kind of energy, okay, especially in the feminine aspect. Okay, my loves, so that's wonderful confirmation from Spirit before I've even got into it, and I'm so grateful, and the energy of these cards is absolutely beautiful. I think the energy of these cards together is absolutely divine as well. Let me know what you think about the different card sets that I'm using and what card sets you'd like to see more of also, please. I just want to mention that. So what we've got the Death card coming up to clarify the Wheel of Fortune. So what we are letting go of and what we are letting in. It's perfect, okay? The wheel spins. What we're letting go of, what goes up must come down, must come back around, okay? Death. We're allowing it. What did I say at the beginning? The main energy I was getting there was there's an allowing, there's a sense of divine timing, of allowing divine timing to do its thing, okay? Faith and trust, allowing certain ways, control issues I'm getting very strongly, allowing those to die off, okay? Allowing the new to come in. Also, we're in the winter, we're in the dead of winter, we're coming up to winter solstice, death, okay? the whole of nature becomes quiet. The animal, especially in this part of the world that we're in, my loves, the animals go into hibernation, okay? Most of us humans go into hibernation as well whenever we have a chance, and I'm certainly guilty of that. We go into hibernation, yeah, the plant life slows down, there's bare trees, there's no new light, everything's sleeping, everything's quiet, okay? Death, allowing it, trusting in the process, trusting in the divine represented by this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful white horse there. And I can't help looking at horses without thinking about Sagittarius either, because it's another strong symbol of Sagittarius is the horse, obviously, as well. So another strong symbol of the season there, okay? Allowing it, just go in with it, go in with the darkness, go in with the dark cutchy nights, go in with a slowing down. You might find a slowing down. You might find you feel like you need to take more rest, eat more, and just slow down generally. That's absolutely fine. And the thing is, it is a counterintuitive kind of season, isn't it? Because you've got nature telling us to slow down, and then you've got popular culture and the media and, you know, the way we've been sort of brainwashed, many of us, telling us to hurry up and get everything done. It's Christmas, go, 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 like a headless chicken, right? But nature is actually telling you that, no, it's the opposite. It's the opposite. And we are learning to trust that flow, that energy, that Yule energy, that spirit, okay, a lot more. I love that we've got that Yule, the wheel. I love that I use these cards as well, and it's just the wheel in this, which is Yule, yeah. And then we've got this beautiful horse as well, representing the season Sag. So beautiful energy to start us off on the new. We're still in our new crescent, like I say, of let's slow down. Let's make it our new thing to actually just slow down a little bit, okay? Let's make it our new thing to actually trust that everything's going to work out for Christmas to be as best as it possibly can under the circumstances, by just allowing it instead of trying to control it, okay, my loves? Love that. Beautiful soft energy to lead us in. We've got a 7 of Cups coming up in the area of water to clarify the 5 of Swords, okay? So there's conflict, there's confusion as well. When we got a 5 of Swords and the 7 of Cups, it's not just conflict, there's confusion. And I mean, they go hand in gloves. Where there's conflict, there is often confusion. Maybe there was confusion first and now there's conflict, or maybe there was conflict first and now there's confusion. Either way, you're going to be facing a lot of that. There's a lot of different, there's choice to be made here. The 7 of Cups, as you can see, the figure is looking at these 7 glorious cups, and they all look marvellous. This is what I mean. It's that season, isn't it, where everybody wants a piece of your energy, where somebody's going, oh, come to me for Christmas dinner. Oh, what are you doing for Christmas? Oh, what are you doing for Christmas? And you're looking and you're going, I don't know what the right one is. I don't know what the right one is, but I can't do them all. I can't possibly do them all. So don't wind yourself up getting into the energy of confusion. Do not waste your precious energy getting into the energy of confusion. Okay, because there's no way you can do it all. None of us can do it all. It's absolutely fine. And it wouldn't be very loving of us to expect other people to do it all either, you know. So learn to let go a little bit, okay? Learn to let go of that conflict, and this is an opportunity for us to learn that. This is an opportunity, you know, because it's going to make us emotional. The season is emotional. It's an opportunity for us to let go of that conflict and confusion. All right? Let go of it. Like I say, take an afternoon off, Netflix and chill for the day or whatever. Have a duvet day, watch Disney Channel or whatever, and then go, right, what am I doing? I've got these offers. I've got these different people, all wonderful people that would love to have my energy around, but what is the best thing for me to do for me out of those options? And go with that, and don't attach guilt to it. Don't attach guilt to yourself. Don't attach pressure to yourself or other people if they've decided they are the ones that perhaps have got to say to you, no, were you coming up here for Christmas to the windmill? No, I'm staying here. That's fine. Doesn't mean they don't love you. Doesn't mean that's a bad thing, or that just let go. It's fine. It's fine. As long as we're all happy and healthy, and like I said at the beginning, and the kids have all got something, does it matter? You know? No, it doesn't, exactly. So, Ten of Swords in reverse, backing up our Ten of Wands. Now, 2 tens on top of each other, that's quite significant in my mind. That is power combination. Somebody might be in the midst of a massive life change while on the run up to Christmas this year. Somebody watching this channel. One of you might well be on top of it's Christmas and we got the run up to Christmas coming. On top of that, you may be facing a massive life change, i.e. a job change, house move. I'm feeling very strongly a house move for somebody here for some reason. A house move, a job change, or a relationship change. Very often it's what I call catalyst energy. One of those things in life will come along and open the doors for the other 2 things. So you might meet somebody and then that might mean you've got to move, and then that might mean you've got to find a new job and find a new house. Or it could work the other way around. You could start a new job and then that could lead you on to having to move a house, and then you could have met somebody, and whatever way around you put that, it could lead on to the other things. I'm sure you understand. So I feel like somebody here who's watching this channel, God goodness bless you, you're under a lot of pressure if you're going through that kind of energy right now on the run up to Christmas. I want to say everything's going to be fine by the time we get there, because this energy we've got here right in Earth, what we're manifesting by the time we get to Christmas, is absolutely, honestly, it's gorgeous, it's beautiful. I couldn't have asked for better, and we couldn't ask for better. 10 of Swords is things have been difficult, things have been stressful. It's in the reverse, but we're there now. We can let go of it now. But you're tired. When this energy comes up, it's like you're so tired. You might be feeling very, very tired. Finding it very difficult to push forward. It's come up in fire as well, so you might be finding it very, very difficult to find the energy to push forward. Exactly. So save your energy of... So exactly. You're finding it very difficult to get the energy together because you've got enough on, because you're in the middle of a house move or a job change or a relationship change, or all 3 maybe even. And you're like, why waste energy now then? Why waste energy trying to figure out the unfigure-outable? I made up a word. Or trying to people please everyone. Why waste that energy? Just go with the energy of the season. Go with this. Gorgeous, 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 okay? You're through it. Everything's okay. And you know everything's going to be okay as well, I want to say. You do know everything's going to be all right. You're through it. But because it's been such a trying time, since we've had a very trying year even, you may have been through those things throughout the year. You're very, very tired now. Like I said at the beginning, it's natural as well to notice that, to notice how tired you are right now, to notice how stressful things have been and what you need to do to recuperate and rest, okay? Do what you need to do to recuperate and rest, absolutely. Okay, my loves. So those burdens are coming to an end. We're coming through that, but we're feeling very, very tired. That's okay. That's okay. Couldn't ask for a more gorgeous and beautiful energy to come up to round up this reading. You guys have heard me say it many, many times, okay? Temperance is my favourite tarot card of all, personally. It represents a sign of Sagittarius, which is the season we're in. This is a brand new image that we're working with in the Thelema Tarot, and there's something very Christmassy about that one, don't you think? There is something very Christmassy about that particular angel. Don't forget that your guides and your angels are working closely with you all the time, always, okay? I've just seen 4848 as I've looked on my screen there as well. I have to share that with you, double figures, 4848. Look at the meanings of that, my loves. They are with you always, okay? They are waiting on standby for you to ask them to help, okay? For you to bring them in and ask them to guide you and help you through. So whenever you're feeling up in this 5 of Swords energy with it all, or this 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords type of energy, don't forget you've got this. You've got this on standby, waiting to step in and help you, okay? And what she's doing there, she's taking something very negative and transfiguring the energy, because God's energy cannot be taken away, it can only be transfigured, and she's transfiguring it into something wonderful. So she's taking what you don't want, which is perhaps stress, chaos, further burdens and whatever than you've already got, and she's turning them into something that you do want, okay, which is joy, peace, love, and all of those things, especially at this time of the year. I hope that makes sense, my loves. Really, really do. Such beautiful, strong energy. And perfect for the season. So yeah, so there she is, the beautiful Queen of Wands, the beautiful Temperance angel. Absolutely love that. That's blown me away. That's special. That's special. So when we're feeling, right, so we've got this and this. I mean, it's gorgeous, all right? Go with this. Go with it. Go with it. It's fine. Slow down. Trust. Allow. Let go of control, okay? There is going to be disputes. I won't sugarcoat here. There is going to be confusion. There is going to be feeling overburdened. There is going to be feeling tired. And some of you might already have had an awful lot on your plate, as I say, throughout the year of different changes and different things you're bringing in, okay? When you're feeling those things, which you will, so I'm being shown you very clearly, which you will, call in this beautiful energy. Remember that we're in this and call in this. Okay, so remember that we're in the Yule season, we're in the death time, okay, and call in the Temperance angel, call in your angels, and remember this is what you'll manifest. You will manifest that Queen of Wands energy, my loves. Whether you're a male or a female as well, you will find it's very feminine, it's very nurturing. You'll be very receptive, you'll be very feminine, you'll be very nurturing. You'll be ready to love and care for people and give of yourself. Okay, my loves, if you've remembered the lessons that we've been showing you today. And I know I'm going to be the first one that's going to go straight running around like an headless chicken and then go, whoa, whoa, whoa. As soon as we start to feel that, okay, and now I'll be here, I'll be checking in with you as the weeks go on as well, my loves. So we'll look forward to that. I'm going to round this reading up with a Celtic animal oracle. Well, it might be an animal, it might be a tree. They're animals and trees. These are, these for donkeys years now. Let's see what comes up. They wanted to come in today. Okay. So, let's see what comes up just to round the reading up. I hope you've enjoyed this reading. I've enjoyed it. It's been very ethereal, very Christmassy, very magical. Amazing confirmation from Spirit about season we're in. Hello, Mr. Murray. Mr. Murray, come to say hello. There's the beautiful collie boy. Hello. You like dancing? Yeah. Hello, handsome boy. I know. I love you too. We're so in love. We are, I know. Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm going to take two. I've been told to take two. I've been told to take a plant and an animal from the top there. So let's see what that's all about for my babies. What do you think, Mr. Murray? Are you excited about Christmas this year? He said, I'm going with the flow. Tash, are you going with the flow? I'm going on. Try and remind me to go with the flow, Mr. Murray. Yeah, I love you. I know. What we got? We got the hawk, which is pronounced C-Pac, I believe, S-E-A-B-H-A-C, okay, in the Gaelic tongue. It's the hawk. In Celtic mythology, the hawk was regarded as one of the oldest animals. It is characterised by its ability to soar through the skies, its extraordinary vision and its rapid plunge to strike the prey. The hawk therefore represents the ability to see into the distance and get an overview of a situation, while still having an eye for important details. It also brings nobility and dignity and gives access to knowledge of the past. Wow, what an amazing animal totem to take us through this part of the season. Straight off the bat, it made me think of what I said in the preamble about Sagittarius being able to see things from a distance and being able to bring things in that at a distance will seem quite far away right now. And it's like that is that vibe at Christmas as well, isn't it? It's like, how are we going to just focus, we've got the Auk with us, okay? Ability to see into the distance and get an overview of a situation while still having an eye for the important details. We've got this, my loves, okay, the Hawk. The next one is the Blackthorn. I think that's a particularly wintry. So, I love that, I've got the Hawk, fabulous. Very rumbling there, do excuse me. Oh. Yeah, Blackthorn. Sorry about that, my loves. Strife. S-T-R-A-I-F. Blackthorn. Strife. Blackthorn is a very hard wood that we used to make weapons in Celtic times. It's an embodiment of strong masculine energy and stern authority. With these qualities and its tough thorns, Blackthorn often protects the ability to deal with adversity. I love that, and I tell you why, because there was an awful lot of feminine energy here, okay? The Temperance, the Queen of Wands coming through there very strong. That balances it out perfectly, especially for winter. It's got that wintry sort of edge to the Blackthorn, okay? Very strong masculine energy, very protective, used in Celtic times to make weapons. Very, very divine masculine, very, very protective, very strong, wise, tough, authoritative. It's got the ability to deal with adversity, which I've warned you. Okay, it's there. It's going to be a little bit unavoidable. Be assured, when we do have to stand up for ourselves, or we do have to speak up, or we do have to sort of, you know, you can be too. This is bringing us a perfect balance. This is bringing us a perfect balance. I'm so glad I did these at the end. Of divine masculine and divine feminine coming in there. Alright, if we utilise this. So remember that when all of this chaos is going on and whatever, we do need to draw a line. We do need to exercise a bit of authority. We do need to speak up. We do need to defend ourselves, or perhaps defend somebody else in a situation. That energy is with us. The energy of the Blackthorn is with us, my loves. It's going to be unstoppable this Christmas. Absolutely. Okay. Finally, just to round up, excuse me, throat chakra there. Okay, I need to drink some water. It's been a good reading. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please hit me with a thumbs up. Please hit me with a like, share and subscribe. It means the world to me. Let's see what's coming up in the moon energy cards. And then we'll call this one a day, my loves, okay? I'll be doing the starseed reading following this. Tonight I will use the full moon to communicate my deepest desires. It was already flipped over. Now, obviously you wanted me to see that one. Yeah, I don't know what it was doing flipped over. So that does, I mean, it's not a full moon, but that does... We're not in a full moon, we're in a new waxing crescent, yeah? Now, but what I will say is that sentence is very evocative of intention setting, which is where we're at. Tonight I will use, if I just use the word moon then, tonight I will use the moon to communicate my deepest desires. And what are our deepest desires for Christmas? Peace, joy, love. Peace, joy, love. That's it. Peace, joy, love. Let's communicate that to the new moon energy. Let's apply that to the crescent moon energy. Peace, joy, love. All the other details will fall into place. Blackthorn's going to show us. The Hawk is going to show us. He's got an eye for detail. Or we need to let go of the control of it, okay? We need to let go of the people pleasing. We need to let go of wasting energy on being confused about things and trying to stretch ourselves too far. Just communicate your desire for peace, joy and love. Okay, my loves. I hope that makes sense, and I hope it's been of some use to you. I've thoroughly enjoyed it, and the one underneath I want to show herself as well. Beautiful stag. It could be a reindeer, actually. As the moon waxes, I realise my full potential. Well, we're in the waxing crescent. So as the moon waxes and grows bigger and bigger, realise your potential. Realise your potential to have a Christmas like you've never had before, which is truly peaceful and truly loving and truly joyous, because you haven't got caught up in all of the nonsense, okay? I do feel like that is reindeer energy very strongly there. Okay, my loves. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed. Like I say, please give me the thumbs up, please give me the share, please give me the subscribe and the like. Please get in touch with me at the address below if you'd like personal readings, and in the meantime, please take care of yourselves. Please enjoy the slowing down, okay? Please enjoy the season, all the love and all the light.